You were told vegetables are always healthy. That advice was right. For many years, it served you well. But after 60, that advice is incomplete. Your body handles food differently now. Some vegetables still build you up. Others can quietly work against you. Not because vegetables became bad, because your filtering system changes. Your blood sugar response changes. Your gut defenses change. Today, we are sorting the confusion. 3 vegetables deserve caution after 60. 3 deserve a regular place. I will not reveal the list yet because the reason matters more. By the end, your grocery cart changes. Your plate becomes simpler. Your choices become smarter. Your confidence comes back. I'm glad you're here. This channel brings you science-backed health information every week in plain English so you can eat better, move better, and make smarter choices after 60. Subscribe now because today's topic looks simple, but it affects your kidneys, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, and your daily energy. Now let's start with why vegetables change after 60. First, GFR decline. GFR means glomerular filtration rate. That is your kidney's filtering speed. The journal Kidney International reports that GFR drops about 6 to 7 milliliters per minute per decade after age 35 to 40. That matters because extra salt, food toxins, and oxalates become harder to clear. You feel this as swelling, higher blood pressure, nighttime bathroom trips, or I just feel puffy. Second, sarcopenia. Sarcopenia means age-related muscle loss. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reports that muscle mass drops about 3 to 8% per decade from mid-adulthood, and the drop increases after 60. That matters because muscle stores glucose after you eat. Less muscle means starchier vegetables can hit your blood sugar harder. You feel this as sleepiness after meals, cravings, or needing coffee at 3 p.m. Third, immunosenescence. Immunosenescence means your immune defense gets less sharp. Clinical Infectious Diseases explains that aging reduces the barriers and immune efficiency that normally stop germs from multiplying inside the body. The FDA says immune decline often begins between 50 and 60, and risk rises again after 75. That matters because a food that once caused mild stomach upset can now cause days of trouble. The goal is not fear. The goal is precision. The first vegetable to avoid in its risky form is raw sprouts. I mean raw alfalfa sprouts, clover sprouts, and raw mung bean sprouts. Most of us think sprouts are healthy. They look fresh, light, crunchy, and clean. They sit on sandwiches like a little halo. But after 60, raw sprouts deserve special caution. The problem is not the sprout itself. The problem is how sprouts grow. Sprouts grow warm, wet, and crowded. That is also the perfect nursery for bacteria. The compound to know is lipopolysaccharide. Lipopolysaccharide is a bacterial wall fragment. The pathway is the TLR4 inflammatory pathway. That means your immune system sees bacterial material and fires inflammation. Another danger is Shiga toxin. Shiga toxin is a poison made by some E. coli strains. It can injure blood vessels and kidneys. Emerging infectious diseases reported that pathogens can grow beyond 10 million per gram of sprouts without changing the sprout's appearance. Food Research International reported in 2025 that high humidity and high nutrition in sprout growing conditions favor salmonella, E. coli, and listeria. The FDA reported a salmonella outbreak linked to alfalfa sprouts with 63 illnesses and 10 hospitalizations across 8 states. I am not telling you to never eat this again. I am telling you not to eat raw sprouts after 60. The practical fix is simple. Choose cooked bean sprouts in stir fry. Cook them until steaming hot. Skip raw sprout toppings at restaurants. If you love crunch, use shredded cabbage instead. Remember what I said about immune defense? This is exactly why raw sprouts matter. The second vegetable to avoid in its risky form is fried potatoes. Most of us think potatoes are harmless. They come from the ground. They have potassium. They feel like real food. But after 60, the fried version changes the story. The problem is not a plain potato. The problem is frying. High heat creates acrylamide. Acrylamide forms when starch browns under high heat. The pathway is oxidative stress. That means your cells deal with more chemical wear and tear. Frying also creates advanced glycation end products. Advanced glycation end products are sticky, damaged compounds. The pathway is the RAGE pathway. RAGE means receptor for advanced glycation end products. That pathway pushes inflammation inside blood vessels. Then the starch itself breaks down into glucose. With less muscle after 60, your glucose storage tank is smaller. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 4,140 adults aged 45 to 79 for 8 years. Researchers found that fried potatoes 2 to 3 times per week linked with a 1.95 hazard ratio for mortality. At 3 or more times weekly, the hazard ratio rose to 2.26. Unfried potatoes did not show the same increased risk. I am not telling you to never eat this again. I am telling you to stop treating fries as vegetables. The practical fix is clear. Eat potatoes boiled, baked, or cooled. Keep the skin when you can. Pair half a potato with protein and greens. Limit fried potatoes to once or twice a month. If you want crunch, roast wedges at home. Use olive oil, garlic, paprika, and 425 degrees. That gives you texture without turning dinner into damage. Remember what I said about muscle loss? This is exactly why fried starch matters. The third vegetable to avoid in its risky form is salty canned or pickled vegetables. Most of us think canned vegetables are smart. They are cheap, easy, and shelf-stable. Pickled vegetables feel old-fashioned and healthy. But after 60, sodium becomes a bigger deal. The compound is sodium chloride. That is regular salt. The pathway is the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. That system tells your body to hold water and tighten blood vessels. More water plus tighter vessels means higher pressure. Your kidneys, your arteries, your heart. The New England Journal of Medicine published the DASH sodium trial. Researchers found that a low-sodium DASH diet lowered systolic blood pressure by 7.1 millimeters of mercury in adults without hypertension. In adults with hypertension, the reduction reached 11.5 millimeters of mercury. That number matters. A 10-point blood pressure change is not small. It changes how hard your heart works every minute. I am not telling you to never eat this again. I am telling you to stop buying the salty version. The practical fix is label reading. Choose no salt-added canned vegetables. Look for 140 milligrams of sodium or less per serving. Rinse regular canned vegetables for 10 seconds. Limit pickled vegetables to a few forkfuls, not half a plate. Use vinegar, lemon, garlic, dill, and pepper for flavor. Your tongue adapts in about 2 to 4 weeks. Remember what I said about kidney filtration? This is exactly why sodium matters. The first vegetable you must eat is broccoli. Broccoli is not just a side dish. It is a liver-supporting, artery-friendly after-60 powerhouse. The compound is glucoraphanin. Glucoraphanin is broccoli's stored plant compound. When you chop or chew broccoli, glucoraphanin becomes sulforaphane. Sulforaphane turns on the NRF2 pathway. NRF2 is your body's cleanup switch. It helps activate enzymes that handle oxidative stress. Think of it like opening the windows in a smoky kitchen. The smoke still exists, but your body clears it better. Molecular Nutrition and Food Research published randomized controlled trials using high glucoraphanin broccoli. Researchers recruited 130 volunteers and used 400 grams per week for 12 weeks. LDL cholesterol dropped by about 6% in the human trials. That is the first benefit. Broccoli supports cholesterol handling, but there is something even deeper here. Sulforaphane also talks to your liver's glucose system. Science Translational Medicine reported that sulforaphane from broccoli sprout extract reduced fasting blood glucose and HbA1c in obese adults with dysregulated type 2 diabetes. This does not replace medication. It tells you broccoli works on real metabolic pathways. Aim for 2 cups of broccoli 3 times per week. Steam it for 4 to 5 minutes, then let it sit for 2 minutes before eating. Add mustard powder if using frozen broccoli. Mustard powder adds myrosinase. Myrosinase is the enzyme that helps make sulforaphane. Buy frozen broccoli if fresh broccoli spoils too fast. Frozen broccoli still counts. Put it in eggs, soup, bowls, or beside chicken. Remember what I said about glucose storage? This is exactly why broccoli matters. The second vegetable you must eat is beets. Beets matter because they help blood vessels relax. That one sentence can change your whole plate. The compound is dietary nitrate. Dietary nitrate is not the same as processed meat nitrate. In vegetables, nitrate enters a helpful pathway. Your mouth bacteria convert nitrate into nitrite. Then your body converts nitrite into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide tells blood vessels to open. Open vessels mean smoother blood flow. Hypertension published a double-blind trial with 68 adults with high blood pressure. Researchers gave 250 milliliters of nitrate-rich beetroot juice daily for 4 weeks. Home blood pressure dropped by 8.1 over 3.8 millimeters of mercury. Endothelial function improved by about 20%. Arterial stiffness dropped by 0.59 meters per second. Endothelial function means how well your vessel lining responds. That lining controls flow to your brain, heart, legs, and kidneys. But there is something even deeper here. Nitric oxide also supports walking stamina. Better flow means your muscles receive oxygen more efficiently. That matters when stairs feel harder than they did 10 years ago. Aim for 1/2 cup serving of roasted beets 2 to 3 times per week, or use 4 ounces of beet juice before a walk. Do not chug giant beet juices every day. Beets contain oxalates. If you have kidney stones, kidney disease, or low blood pressure, ask your clinician first. If you take blood pressure medicine, check your numbers. Buy cooked vacuum-packed beets if peeling feels annoying. Roast fresh beets at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Add vinegar, olive oil, pepper, and a little feta. Do not throw beet greens into huge daily smoothies. The root is the power item here. Remember what I said about blood vessel pressure? This is exactly why beets matter. The third vegetable you must eat is cooked tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes count here because your plate counts them. Cooked tomatoes give you a compound your body absorbs better with heat. That compound is lycopene. Lycopene is a red carotenoid. A carotenoid is a plant pigment with antioxidant activity. The pathway is lipoprotein transport. That means lycopene rides with fats through your bloodstream. Fresh tomatoes are good. Cooked tomatoes with olive oil are better absorbed. Free Radical Biology and Medicine reported that cooked tomatoes with extra virgin olive oil raised plasma translycopene by 82%. The same intervention raised cis-lycopene by 40% in 11 adults. That finding matters after 60. You do not just need nutrients on the plate. You need nutrients absorbed into the body. But there is something even deeper here. Cooked tomatoes also make healthy meals easier. A 1/2 cup of tomato sauce can carry beans, fish, turkey, eggs, or vegetables. That means better protein, better fiber, and fewer ultra-processed dinners. Aim for 1/2 cup of cooked tomato sauce 3 to 4 times per week. Choose low-sodium sauce. Look for 140 milligrams of sodium or less per serving when possible. Or simmer canned, no-salt-added tomatoes with olive oil. Add garlic, basil, oregano, and black pepper. If you have reflux, keep portions smaller. If tomatoes bother your stomach, choose carrots or roasted red peppers instead. Remember what I said about precision? This is exactly why preparation matters. Raw is not always better. Fried is not always harmless. Cooked can be powerful. Now use the after 60 plate swap. Broccoli. Eat 2 cups 3 times weekly, steamed 4 to 5 minutes. Beets. Eat 1/2 cup 2 to 3 times weekly, roasted or vacuum-packed. Cooked tomatoes. Eat 1/2 cup 3 to 4 times weekly, low-sodium sauce. Raw sprouts. Reduce to 0 raw servings. Choose cooked sprouts only. Fried potatoes. Limit to 1 or 2 times monthly. Choose baked or boiled. Salty canned vegetables. Choose no salt added. Rinse regular cans for 10 seconds. Pickled vegetables. Keep to a few forkfuls, not a full side dish. No complicated meal plan. No expensive supplements. Just this eating vegetables is still one of the best things you can do. What changed is the conversation after 60. Your kidneys filter slower now. Your muscle stores less glucose now. Your immune defense needs cleaner choices now. That does not mean fear. That means precision. Broccoli for your liver, beets for your vessels, tomatoes for your cells, sprouts need heat, potatoes need better cooking, canned vegetables need less salt. Your plate can still be joyful. Your food can still taste good. Your habits can still improve. You do not need a perfect diet. You need a smarter pattern. One better choice at breakfast, one better choice at lunch, one better choice at dinner. That is how health changes. Not by panic, not by shame, not by chasing trends. Your kidneys, your thyroid, your joints, your heart, your brain, your blood vessels. They all listen to daily patterns. Your plate is one of the most powerful prescriptions you have access to. Unlike most prescriptions, no copay, no waiting room, only benefits. Share this with someone over 60 who is trying to eat well but feels confused. They need this before their next grocery trip. In the next video, I will show you 5 breakfast foods that look healthy but spike blood sugar after 60. I will also give you the 3 breakfast swaps that keep energy steadier until lunch. Like this video if it gave you one useful change today. Subscribe for weekly science-backed health guidance you can actually use. Keep your doctor in the loop. Make them part of your team. I'll see you in the next video. Eating vegetables is still one of the best things you can do. What changed is the conversation after 60. Your body needs more precision now. Your kidneys filter slower. That means salt and oxalates matter more. Your muscles store less glucose. That means starch and frying matter more. Your immune defenses become less sharp. That means raw, risky foods matter more. But this is not a warning to fear food. This is a reminder to choose smarter. Broccoli supports your liver. Beets support your blood vessels. Cooked tomatoes support your cells. Raw sprouts need heat. Fried potatoes need limits. Canned vegetables need less salt. Small changes count. A better grocery choice counts. A better cooking method counts. A smaller portion counts. You do not need a perfect diet. You need a pattern you can repeat. That is where real health begins. Not with panic, not with shame, not with expensive supplements, with simple food prepared wisely. Your plate can protect your energy. Your plate can support your heart. Your plate can steady your blood sugar. Your plate can make healthy aging feel possible again. So share this with someone over 60, especially someone trying hard to eat well. In the next video, I will show you 5 breakfast foods that look healthy but can spike blood sugar after 60. Like this video if it gave you one useful change today. Subscribe for weekly science-backed health guidance you can actually use. Keep your doctor in the loop. Make them part of your team. I'll see you in the next video.